We've been covering the ongoing saga between SmashJT, our friend on YouTube, and of course, Alyssa Mercante of Kotaku fame, if fame would be the appropriate word. Recently, Alyssa Mercante sent SmashJT a cease and desist letter from her legal counsel, which, of course, SmashJT responded in the best way possible by hiring our friend Ron Coleman. Not only has Alyssa issued a response on X in the way of, well, I guess he won't listen, I'll just get my legal team to start moving. In a surprise update to that, well, not only did Alyssa supposedly get her legal team moving, but now, apparently, somehow, we don't know how, but a mass, let's call it false flagging campaign suddenly struck the GoFundMe page for SmashJT for his fundraiser for legal representation. GoFundMe is now threatening to take it down unless SmashJT provides further information in the next few days. I wonder how this might have happened. But for now, let's tell you how we got here. Renegade Online. Of course, the other day, we had quite the panel here. We had SmashJT on. We had Ron Coleman on. Craig from Side Scroller stopping by. A lot of other guests. We were talking about the whole issue with Alyssa Mercante. She is such a gem. What a wonderful, perfectly stable individual. Totally not crazy in any way or yeah. You know, months ago, we had our own issues here. That Park Place Pro, myself, we had to respond to a lawsuit threat from a not terribly dissimilar group of individuals called Black Girl Gamers. Not terribly dissimilar to the whole Kotaku Alyssa Mercante situation is what I mean by that. And of course, it was, you said stuff in an article we didn't like. We want you to take it down, publicly apologize, do all this, that, and the other thing. They sent a cease and desist letter to that Park Place, to editor-in-chief John Trent. We showed it to you on the air. We talked about it. We had Ron Coleman deliver his epic response that was simply this. We find your claims to be meritless and baseless, and we're not going to do anything. Have a nice day. That was it. That was the letter. And wouldn't you know it, never heard another peep from Black Girl Gamers again. Which is why it brings us to this story that we started on Sunday, where Alyssa Mercante, who has also been sending correspondence and cease and desist letters to other folks like Kiwi Farms, totally different situation, right? We're not here to comment on that. I'm not here to comment on the merits of her claims or her cease and desist against Kiwi Farms. Don't care about that. Nobody I know. We're just talking specifically about what was alleged in the letter and what Alyssa Mercante was complaining about related to our friend SmashJT. We have you dead to rights. We're going to take you to court. You're absolutely going to lose. And you better come out and apologize. Once again, just like Black Girl Gamers, they did not expect the incels, the most overused word by the left, quite honestly, the incels. What's funny, you know, every time they call us incels, I laugh because, and SmashJT is as well, we're all married with kids. The very, very opposite thing of what an incel is. I don't think they understand what this word means, but they love to call us that. But they keep thinking that we're stupid, that we're too dumb to realize what's going on. And it's all just, it's smoke and mirrors. Who can we scare the hell out of to get a moral victory here? And so they decided to pick on SmashJT, just like Black Girl Gamers decided they wanted to pick on that Park Place, right? They had no idea. They had no idea what they were walking into. I mean, they walked face first into an entire cave full of bear traps. because we wound up hiring a really, really actually competent lawyer that knew what he was doing and made the whole situation go away. Now, that so far, this is where it parts ways in terms of being similar to Black Girl Gamers and the Alyssa Mercante story here with SmashJT. So after the response that was sent by Ron Coleman, SmashJT's lawyer, same lawyer we had, obviously, Alyssa has decided she still wants to press on, or so she alleges. And maybe this is a matter of trying to save face. I think, this is a matter of she tried to pick on somebody she thought she could get to. I saw people asking in the chat, how come she hasn't gone after everybody else out there? Well, like we said, she went after Kiwi Farms for making similar comments and talking about her, and she was just the belle of the ball when it came to Kotaku. Just such a wonderful, lovely person. She has made herself an easy target because she loves to come out and antagonize gamers. She loves to come out and antagonize, especially white men gamers. So she does this for views. She does this for clicks. She is, you could say, attention whore might be a good word to use or phrase some may use to describe. Let's go ahead and remind folks what was in this letter. Dear sirs, we represent Jeff. This is, of course, SmashJT, and write in response to your correspondence of September 8th. We will not, this is from Ron, we will not rebut your assertions point by point. None of the statements that you attributed to Mr. Taizia in Section 1 of your letter is defamatory under New York or California law because they are either true or protected opinion or polemic. Additionally, your speculation as to what Mr. Tarzia knew, what motivated any comments he may have made in the financial operation of Mr. Tarzia's social media are incorrect and baseless. And, of course, the claim was by Alyssa Mercante's lawyer that, well, SmashJT is doing this because he's making a bunch of money off of this, and him making money off of it is what's actually wrong, and that's what we're going to sue you for. And Ron, of course, is having none of it. For these reasons and many others, your assertion that Ms. Mercante would prevail if, quote, this matter were taken to court is not only unfounded, but it is a transparently empty threat. In fact, as you are doubtlessly aware, these claims were litigated in either New York or California. They would not only be dismissed, but it is your client who would be exposed to potential liability under the anti-SLAPP laws in both states. The harassment claims described in Section 2 of your letter are just as meritless, a daisy chain of fallacious reasoning, both legal and factual, undergirded by yet more speculation about Mr. Tarzia's mindset and activities that and an overblown depiction of the centrality of your client to his work. Mr. Tarzia bears no responsibility, moreover, for any harm your client may have suffered as a result of Kiwi Farms. Your client's ire and her lawyer's condescending letters should be directed to that entity, not to SmashJT. Your demands, in sum, are rejected. There will be no apologies or retractions from Mr. Tarzia to your client. There will also be no further potential or further personal, ethical, or career advice, much less veiled references to our client's family, which are not well taken. Yeah, she was even making comments about SmashJT's family. All further correspondence or communications concerning this matter are to be addressed to me. Very truly yours, Ron Coleman. So there you have it. That was the response, which brings us to where we are at present with this, and that is that Alyssa Mercante apparently is going to press this issue forward somehow anyway. So to get down to that, here is a copy, because she blocked me a while back, I guess. I don't know when I got blocked, but I'm blocked. So I can't even pull up her tweets. If anybody out there would like to do that and send me screenshots, that would be outstanding of you. You can tag me, take those screenshots and post them, or tag them, tag me on those screenshots on X, y'all. Alyssa Mercante had posted this on 30th September, so just 3 days ago, 3 days ago. I was hopeful that Jeff would take my letter, talking about SmashJT, as an opportunity to be more mature. Okay, I thought Ron's response was incredibly mature and perfect. But in the absence of his good sense, I will be pursuing legal remedies and have given my team permission to pursue those. And You've given your team permission to pursue those. Like, they're chomping at the bit to go at this. I have a feeling that her lawyer is probably well aware of his client's chances at prevailing in this case. And in theory, he may not care. I don't know. I can't speculate as to this attorney's mindset, but certainly this attorney may decide to proceed ahead with this regardless, as long as he's got his retainer and he's on hourly as opposed to contingency fees, meaning that he's going to get paid, whatever he charges per hour to run this case for Alyssa Mercante, because I have to think that if he was working on contingency, meaning that Alyssa would actually have to win something in order for him to get paid, he might be less inclined to really want to proceed ahead. A lot of times, like we've seen, somebody will get one of these lawyers to send out a scary-sounding letter. And I mean, I've had these conversations with friends who are attorneys over the years, not just Ron. And they'll tell you, you can send out a letter, but realistically, pursuing it in court these kind of things would be difficult. It would take a long time. It would cost a lot of money. And in the end, is it worth it? More often than not, people love to talk a good game about, I'll sue you for defamation. I'll sue you for this. I'll sue you for that. The reality is that lawyers often will have to be more judicious about, do we really proceed with this? What are the chances if we really proceed with this? Because they're many times, I would imagine, would not want to work on a contingency fee, I think, with something that's this weak of a case. When you have, as we played the video earlier, Alyssa Mercante talking about how Jeff called her, or SmashJT refers to her as a whore who was out sucking stuff for money. Those all came from tweets that Alyssa made about herself. Whether they were in jest or not, or she really was, as she referred to herself, as a sex worker in one of her own posts. I mean, if you're going to put that out there on the internet, you can't then turn around and then get pissy if somebody else picks up with the joke that you made about yourself. If it was a joke, we don't know. Maybe she really was, but it doesn't matter. You can't turn around and go after other people for that. You know how many other people made jokes about Alyssa Mercante online with those very same tweets? Other lawyers were out there, like Legal Mindset. A Legal Mindset has talked about Alyssa Mercante a number of times. Why not? Because it's a fun topic to talk about, because some people think she's a complete mess. And she beclowns herself quite frequently. You really think that she'd been able to convince her lawyer to send a cease and desist letter to another lawyer? Now, granted, Andrew does not have residency in the United States. He lives overseas and has for years. But imagine, even if Andrew was still living in the great state of Florida, do you think that they would have sent a cease and desist letter? The lawyer would be like, we can do it. I can charge you $300, $400 to write this letter, $500 to write this letter. I have no idea what they charge for this. It was a pretty lengthy letter with a lot of research in it. I'll take your money, but it's not. We're going to send this to another lawyer who's already going to know better. What they're hoping to do is get people like SmashJT, who they think know nothing. And they want him to be afraid, just like Black Girl Gamers wanted us to be afraid at that Park Place. And freak out and go, I'm sorry. We'll go out and we'll issue a public apology. And there's no reason to. Didn't do anything wrong. We have the ability to make comments on things like this and not be dragged through court. And nothing that Park Place did, nothing that SmashJT did rose to the level of, at least insofar as we know right now, to where a court is going to find in favor of Alyssa Mercante if this even gets that far. But she's given her team permission to pursue. What does that mean? Pursue what? What are they going to do? They're going to file a lawsuit in a court of law? Okay. And then what? How far are you really prepared to go for this? I think, honestly, I kind of think that this is a bunch of bluster. I don't think this is going anywhere else. I really don't. Alyssa can light her own money on fire for all she wants. And as Ron Coleman points out in his response, that you've got these anti-slap laws that says going around and filing these ridiculous, frivolous, some may say, defamation cases, it's going to be a loser pays issue, guys. So if you really want to go to court and her lawyer is not informing her up front, hey, your chances of winning this are thin. It's slim to none. There's a chance, but it's not very great. And you may wind up not only paying my legal fees, but you may wind up paying SmashJT's legal fees as well. Well, have fun with that. Make sure you're subscribed to Valiant Renegade and join us every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern for the live show.